When would you say like you started to take off as the trainer? Like,
Well, what happened is
all of a sudden you were just in all the publications.
yeah, well, I started training celebrities, and actually the first ones that were coming in my classes on a regular basis were like Carmen Electra, even
Cincinnati girl.
Yeah, good old Carmen Electra used to take my abs class, and God, the start off, her and Christina Applegate used to always be like first row in my spin class, and then I started getting asked all the time for interviews from different magazines and stuff about like what these different celebrities are doing in these workouts. So basically I was like, okay, that was my first knowing of press doesn't pay money for your time.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, all right, if the media publications and these magazines and TV shows want my fitness information, I'm gonna have to like create a product or something to sell, because I'm not just wasting my time going in telling you what this celebrity does and what that celebrity does for a workout. So that was like, at that time, when they would call me, they would always say, we're looking for a Hollywood trainer. We're looking for a Hollywood trainer, and we were sent to you by this person or that person. So I literally just looked up the website, The Hollywood Trainer, and nobody had purchased it yet. So I bought it.
Dude,
and
you're always ahead of the game.
And that was when I created my first set. I was like, okay, I need to make a video series of how I actually train my celebrity clients and be able to, so that if someone wants to do these workouts, because that was the other thing, when the media hits you up, they're like, in a sound bite, tell us how you lose this much weight or how you get ripped. I'm like, okay, in a 5-minute segment, I cannot give you a workout program that's actually gonna be effective. So I made like a 7-exercise workout series, and that was my first like.
Is that like on
Trainer.
DVD?
It was on VHS.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
how old, and DVD, and it was like the early like 2001, 2002.
How long was that video?
And I have to also shout out all my clients. All my clients let me shoot in their like yards, which was epic at the time, because you know, these incredible mansions in like, you know, both Beverly Hills and the Pacific Palisades. I had 2 incredible clients that let me shoot on their properties because they were just excited to support me. But what was your question? You asked me a question just before I went on that about how long it was.
How long was the video?
Oh, each video?
You said like a 7 minute?
Yeah, it's a series. No, it's a 7 exercise.
Yeah, 7 exercises.
Workouts. 7 different workouts. So my first workouts was an ab blast, that was 20 minutes, a button thigh blast, that was 20 minutes, an ultimate cross training workout, that was 45 minutes, a kickboxing boot camp, a yoga, a cardio sculpt.
How would you get it out? Like infomercials?
I did an infomercial. I did.
She'd be like at 2 in the morning on Jerry Springer.
I actually used to buy a lot of airtime on BET and Lifetime. Like I would buy their remnants.
Yeah.
And I had a short form infomercial that sold a good $1 million worth of those workout videos. And that was my first like pump up.
How does
my first like, I'm doing this. How
does that feel? So you put this
amazing.
you put this video together, and then the numbers start coming in.
Well, it was I turned into like this little mini infomercial company myself because I was running it all myself. So I would communicate with the media company, my media buying company each week, and we would negotiate like what time slots I was going to buy and how much money I was going to spend. And then of course, at the end of every week, you had to hit a specific ratio in order to be making money. Because if you're buying, obviously if I'm buying $10,000 worth of airtime, I got to make sure I'm making 20,000, 30,000, whatever that dollar amount is each week. So yeah, it was a lot to learn, and I realized why. After I was done all of that, Guffey Ranker, one of the biggest infomercial companies, they actually offered me a deal, a holding deal, and they called it a development deal. But I really think when I look back, they just wanted to buy me out so that because the airtime slots, there were limited time slots. You know, those are back in way before social media, kids. And the only media was very competitive.
And not as many channels.
Right. And so, like, they were the biggest infomercial company at the time, one of the biggest. And I'm going in there buying the time slots that they would buy. So even though the time slot might have been cheaper, they could have made so much more money, you know, selling whatever they were selling. So they put me in they called a development deal. And we never developed shit.
I've been in a couple of those.
Yeah, you know those development deals?
Yeah.
So sometimes, now that I look back as an experienced businesswoman, I'm always wondering, like, were the development deals sincere, or was it really just a development deal to pull you off the market so you wouldn't compete against their talent?
Right.
So now I kind of feel like they were just kind of trying to pull me off the market, but I don't know. They may have really wanted to and just had way too much on their plate and couldn't do it. But then, you know, then Twitter came and Instagram and social media. And when social media started, I was like, you mean we can just put our content out here for free? We don't have to pay anybody? I don't have to pay for the eyeballs that are going to come across this screen. And that's the thing that I don't think the youth understands at this point. It's like, okay, instead of using social media as a Dear Diary moment, Dear Diary,
Right.
sorry I broke up with him.
Yeah, but they're so much fun.
I know.
The train wrecks are so much fun to watch.
They are so fun to watch. I'm like, there she goes again, posting
Jeanette,
the new boyfriend.
Don't tell the youth to not do that. That's my guilty pleasure.
But you know, it's just like they don't understand what a huge value it is to be able to press a button, whether you're going live on Instagram, live on Facebook, and to be able to reach hundreds and thousands and millions of people from around the world. So thankfully, you know, I went from VHS to DVD, and then I was selling tons of DVDs, and I actually ended up getting branding deals in 17 different, or distribution deals in 17 different countries. I had a branding agent that went to MIPCOM and sold my series and got me old school, like, traditional distribution duplication deals. And then once we got that laptop from Apple, the one that didn't have the DVD drive in it anymore.
Yeah, right.
I was like, the DVD business is a wrap, kids.
Yep.
Like, you better figure out how to sell your content.
Let me tell you how I found out about DVD was gone. I'm
had
always,
to have DVDs
well, I'm
too,
hustling
right?
DVDs on the road, right? Literally, I'm on stage. I don't know DVDs left.
You haven't known
I'm
that?
hustling still, and I was like, I kept going, man,
Sales
nobody's
are
really
going
buying
down.
DVDs like they used to.
No.
Literally, I held up and I go, guy, you literally know. He goes, who the fuck still has a DVD player? I went, oh, I guess these are
So
done.
you were a little late on that one,
I
Gary.
was putting away like this.
You never noticed that when your laptop didn't have a DVD drive
should've.
anymore,
I
that it
should've.
was going to be a wrap?
It still was in my car. I still had the DVD in my car.
I can't.
You know? So I
You
was
gotta
like,
foreshadow a little bit.
yo,
That
I was like
is
this.
comedy.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of you're not the only one, because I have, like, Sally from Wisconsin wants to constantly, you know, hit me up on
You got a
email.
DVD?
Yeah, but do you have DVDs? It's like, Sally, the DVDs are gone now. I'm gonna need you to let go and come over to the streaming world.
Dude, I used to buy.
It's been a crazy transition the past 5 years, just getting people to completely accept streaming.
Well, it's like I used to buy you know, my specials.
Yeah.
I did it myself. I used to buy 10,000 a clip. I would get through 10,000 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Right? I'm down to like 60 of the last 10,000 I bought 5 years ago. Like, I'll go to cities and bring like 10 DVDs just
in case?
Yo,
Oh,
I
let
let it be
it
like,
go.
I don't want to leave out the guys that just got out. Somebody just got out of jail. That's a DVD player. But it's funny, like, people want me to sign them or like nostalgic, almost like an album now.
Yeah.
So if you still got a
'cause
DVD.
It's like old school.
Oh, yeah. Because I'll throw it up
Totally.
like a joke and somebody will be like, yo, let me get the DVD. Just sign it.
Aw,
You know what I mean?
I
remember
love
going over
that.
to people's houses and they just had the DVD shelves.
Oh, yeah,
just
totally.
The collection.
Even choosing to let them go, like each was a phase, you know? First you had to
Yeah.
let go of the VHSs, and it's like,
Yeah.
And then the DVD, then the CDs. It's like, okay, we're gonna let go of the CDs. Oh, what was on CD? Like Jodeci, TLC, like all your awesome CDs from like the 90s and the 80s, and you're just like, I can't believe I'm letting these albums go.